Hello my friends and welcome, my name is Dennis and this is the latest update from Ukraine. We have a recent release of the chart, so I'll get you familiar with the situation on the front lines. On the Kharkiv, everything without changes so far. Russia was able to connect their forces on the north part. As you see, still we have a gap here. It means that the fighting is ongoing. The gray areas are those areas that do not belong to any part of the conflict of this war. But if we speak about the tactical chart that I released yesterday, this area already controlled by Russian forces. But I trust this map a little bit more because they collect the information from our soldiers, from civilians who live near to the front lines. So here we have the same situation going on for 3 days, and Russia, okay, they have superiority for now, but they cannot take Kharkiv with the forces they have on the north part. Probably more or less they are successfully deflecting our forces from the eastern part. If we go to Izium, well, my friends, I am very concerned about the situation in Sieverodonetsk and Boeing. They were able actually to cross to Boeing. There was some information that we were able to find them back across the river, but they pushed from this direction, and I don't like this gray area. It means that we don't know, it's contested, so we don't know who is controlling this, or the fighting is ongoing. If we don't know information about this vast place, it means that they already probably crossed the river over here, my friends, and it is very bad, my friends, because they are very close to Sieverodonetsk over here, and probably it will be their main vector for attack. They will go through the woods using this road and this road probably, and gonna concentrate their forces on Sieverodonetsk. I predict the Sieverodonetsk will not be captured by Russians. There is no any way in nearby future, let's say. I think they need to regroup their forces, they need to put reinforcements, and they need to spend around 1 month to prepare this massive attack towards Sieverodonetsk and Kramatorsk. Those settlements are main settlements that are left under Ukrainian control in Donetsk Oblast, and together they are urban territory. It's hard to fight for Russians in that territory. It is their weak point, my friends. So the tactics of Russians is to use artillery and aviation, destroying our cities, and after everything is destroyed, they're just coming there with their soldiers, with their forces, and that is what we did. We trapped them in Sieverodonetsk. We actually, okay, I'll show you the Sieverodonetsk. We actually ran from the city of Sieverodonetsk. They went inside and we shelled them there, and all of the houses and buildings are destroyed already in Sieverodonetsk, my friends. So we'll speak about it later. Here what I see, they gonna put from this direction, and they gonna put from Liman. They'll try to cross the river over here, but now it's very difficult for them to do it. And yeah, very difficult situation for Ukrainian forces over here, but they cannot be surrounded because this vast part of the land is controlled by Ukrainian forces. But if we speak about the Sieverodonetsk, yes, it's very hard, my friends. Day by day they are taking new parts of the city, and we know the information that all the bridges were destroyed. There are lots of civilians in the factory of Azot, and they need to be evacuated. Well, we can build some sort of the temporary bridge here, but it's very complicated since there are lots of shelling from the Russian side. So probably maybe we're gonna use the small boats to evacuate civilians and our soldiers. And they already push from many kind of direction. They are in Metolkina, they are in Voronove, already fighting going on there, and they push from 9 directions. That's what we were told by our military chiefs in command of this area. If we go a little bit to Popasna, my friends, here they start to push to Rubivka. Oh my god. I think we need to get out from this village, I don't know the name of it, and we need to get out from Katerinovka and Zolote. Well, our military command still tries to hold our troops there, but they pushed to Rubivka just yesterday, and now they're going to Hirska. It's very bad, my friends, and the risk of our forces being surrounded in this circle, let's say, in this area is very high. So I'm very concerned about this one. It's probably the most concerned territory as for me, as for our soldiers. So I think we need to get away at least to Hirske, and then we're gonna get to this position. There are some lines of the villages, and we're gonna put our defense lines over here. But still, Russians were not able to take this very crucial road under control, very important for supplying lines to Lysychansk, and they're basically turning their forces backwards. So first of all, they went to Bakhmut, they wanted to take Bakhmut. After all, they put a little bit to the north to take this road. After that, they want to get to the Lysychansk, and finally they circle back to Hirske. Very strange. They have their strategy reviewed every day, because there are some of the circumstances for them that our army caused them severe losses, and they have to change the strategy. And also they were able to take the Sieverodonetsk a long time ago, and from information I have, this bridge is destroyed, so they cannot push their forces from the south, and that is why they're going from Popasna area. And what else we have on this part? Everything is calm. On this part, everything is also right. And Mykolaiv, Kherson, our troops are very near to Kherson. How many kilometers? 33 kilometers. It's not near, my friends. It's our official map. And Tomina Balka, some of the information also coming from the Telegram channels, saying that our soldiers near to Tomina Balka already got the video from our soldiers near to Tomina Balka filming on TikTok. Alright guys, don't worry, in Kherson we are coming, we are near to Tomina Balka. So could we trust that information? I don't think so right now, because as I said to you, this chart is very detailed and up to date, so I'll just wait for update over here. But we are pushing from this side, my friends, from the shore to Kherson. And yeah, we haven't spoke about the Transnistria Republic. It was a very hard situation there around 1 month ago, but now it's the standstill. No worries about that part so far. And the north part of the Belarusia is crowded by their forces, and the president, so-called president of the Belarusian Republic, say that they want to get the control over the western part of Ukraine, because it could be occupied by Poland and NATO countries. So they just went completely crazy, my friends. And yeah, this green area, as you can see, sometimes you ask me what is that, and those areas were occupied by Russians for 1 month, as you see, and taken back by Ukraine in beginning of the April. We actually forced them to flee Ukraine. From this part they get away from the Kiev, Chernigiv, got away, and Sumy Oblast. And I expected the same picture in Kharkiv, but unfortunately we still don't have enough weapons to withstand Russians on the north part of the Kharkiv region. Well, the general picture, my friends, as you can see, Russia continued to push on the east. They put new reinforcements, they put already old Soviet weaponry to Ukraine, but they have lots of resources for that. They still have thousands of tanks and thousands of artillery systems outdated, old, but stored a multiple quantity in their bases, my friends. So it's very hard for Ukraine to withstand this massive barbarian attack on our country, and that's why we need weapons. And today 3 men arrived to Ukraine. Yeah, the Chancellor of Germany, the President of France, and the Prime Minister of Italy arrived to Kiev this morning. Scholz, Macron, and Draghi, sorry. I'm not familiar with the Italian politics as well as with the French or Germans, my friends, sorry. And yeah, it's a good sign that they arrived. As you can see, Macron is wearing the suit, but Scholz, it's like a casual German guy with the bag. Alright, I'm here in Kiev. What's up, guys? And here's some security for them, of course, of our special forces of Ukraine, and maybe not only. So guys probably got the uniform of Ukrainians, but maybe they are also from France, or because it's hard to identify, yeah, whether I look I may look like French guy or German, but it's very hard to identify whether you're Ukrainian or German from the first look. And right away they went to Irpin, ex-occupied territory of Ukraine. Scholz already wearing the standard uniform, the suit, and yeah, after that probably there will be a meeting, press conference with Zelensky, and they're gonna negotiate what their proposal, what they brought something, yeah, to Ukraine to talk about something. And those politicians of European Union, they wanted to secure their own politician points, I would say, and the main proposal, I think, it's just my prediction, my friends, my rumors from my side, they want to insist on peaceful negotiations just right now, not waiting for the Ukraine to free the occupied territories for at least the borders of 24th of February, because yeah, we have the crisis because of the sanctions already in EU, we have a global food crisis, and we have the fuel crisis. So my friends, they cannot secure their position in EU as politicians, and they will insist on the peace talks. However, for Ukraine it is no-go proposal, because we already know the story. Then Russia took Crimean part of the eastern Ukraine in 2014, and after that they prepared their military for long 8 years and started the global war on the rest part of the territory. The goal for Russia is to take control over all Ukraine. If we're gonna say that we'll not free our occupied territories right now, they will start the war again, but in a few years that they will be prepared, and that war will escalate also to European Union. I think we have a different opinion on that from UK, Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, United States and Poland. Those countries are very close allies of Ukraine, and they sent us more weapons to withstand Russian aggression, to return back our territories. But as for me in general, the Western world still didn't decide whether Ukrainians should actually destroy the Russia, cause them to lose, my friends, because if Russia loses right now the war in Ukraine, if we'll get all the weapons to cause them defeat, Russia would go to the deep crisis and possibly civilian war. And Russia got the largest number of the ammunitions of the nuclear weapons, and Western countries simply did not want to mess up with that, because if Russia would just split into the many countries, they probably gonna start fight with each other, and Western countries cannot control that chaos. For them, Putin and his regime is more controlled than that, so probably they gonna send us as many weapons as for Ukraine to continue to fight with Russia, and they want Russia to understand, and Putin himself, that there is no perspective in continuing the war, and probably they're gonna negotiate some kind of peaceful talks. They want to force Ukraine to negotiate with Russia right now for the Putin just to stop this war, but still remain in power, controlling the Russia. That's my idea, the rumors from my side, and my own thoughts, my friends. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Something is flying. It's a good sign, because here only Ukrainian forces may fly. I hope everything will be alright as for Ukraine and as for you, my friends, who watch me from all around the world. And now please press the like. If you want to support this channel, I'll put the link under this video. You may check and support this channel. Part of the money I send for the charity to help Ukrainian people. My friends, I wish you a peaceful sky wherever you are. Have a great time.